drugs. Why do kids take drugs? Because they're awesome.
Special camera joint.
You sure that Falcons are long-term engagement is our regulation?
Or two eagles fly upwards, lock tails, and fall towards the earth,
While rotating.
separating moments before they crash into the ground.
If and only if they consummate their bird flight.
If they don't,
They're willing to accept death by hard ground.
the ultimate race against the clock.
Why are you funny?
Why would I know?
Why are you funny? I like how it evokes the concept of ass, but. Ass, but. Ass, but. Ass, but. I like how it evokes the concept of ass. Kids take drugs.
Why are you telling me?
Why would I know?
Kids take drugs. Take drugs.
Special camera joint.
Why do kids take drugs? Because they're awesome.
Special camera joint.
Dopamine, the chemical key to human pleasure. Study the drug to understand its long-term effect on the brain with pleasure. Dopamine is a natural chemical that causes us to feel good. Drugs trick the brain to go even further.
Kids take drugs.
Drugs trick the brain.
Because they're awesome.
Drugs trick the brain, causes us to feel good. More dopamine means more pleasure. And pleasure causes us to feel good. It's one of the ways the brain rewards behavior that helps us survive. To survive. The nucleus accumbens, a central reward center for the brain.
Drugs.
To survive causes us to feel good. More dopamine means more pleasure.
Drugs.
To survive causes us to feel good.
Drugs. Why do kids take drugs? Because they're awesome.
With pleasure causes us to feel good. With pleasure causes us to feel good. More dopamine means more pleasure. Dopamine is a natural chemical that causes us to feel good.
Kids take drugs. Because they're awesome. Kids take drugs. Kids take drugs. Kids take drugs. Kids take drugs.
More dopamine means more pleasure. Dopamine is a natural chemical that causes us to feel good. More dopamine means more pleasure.
Why are you telling me?
Study the drug to understand its long-term effect on the brain with pleasure. Dopamine is a natural chemical that causes us to feel good. Drugs trick the brain. Drugs trick the brain. Drugs trick the brain with pleasure. With pleasure. It's one of the ways the brain rewards behavior that helps us survive.
Freya's shop, and it's just kind of like, oh,